Ladies and gentlemen, today is one of the biggest days of the year because WWE 2K26 has finally gotten around to getting to the Hardys. And for me personally, this is one of the most exciting packs. But not only that, we got a new patch to go with this, and we also got some Ringside report facts that have dropped that we definitely want to go on ahead and get into. So before we do that, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. We need to go on ahead and look at the Ringside report because usually I don't really look at these, but there are some really cool things in here, y'all. So as we go through, we see some screenshots of Jeff and Matt, but the biggest thing here is how Jeff Hardy can take off his shirt in game. This was revealed yesterday, and this is one of those things where I'm like, all right, I love the attention to detail with this, the tattoos, everything, and to be able to do that in game, I don't think we've seen that before. And that's one thing that 2K has done with the clothing items and props and things like that throughout the years, and this is just taking it a notch further. So I'm really excited to get to play with Jeff Hardy just based on what we've seen thus far. We get our first look at Jelly Roll, which a lot of people didn't think Jelly Roll was going to come around because it seemed like there was no information on him, right? Till this morning, right at the time that we're recording this video, we got a Jelly Roll entrance and all that. And honestly, his model doesn't look bad. It looks pretty cool, but am I going to use him ever? No, you know what I mean? But to those that are going to use him, I hope you have lots of fun with him because I know that I unfortunately won't be. It just doesn't pique my interest enough. We get another screenshot of Lady Shani, Lita, and then we get the 2000 Jeff Hardy. But this is not where it ends, y'all. This is not where it ends because we do got 3 new moves. We got the Springboard 450, Black Tiger Submission, and the Death Drop, which I'm not going to attempt to say that first name. So that's also something to keep in mind with the new moves. Throughout the passes, we have been getting new moves, and that's something that actually is kind of cool in my opinion, so I don't mind that. But the biggest elephant in the room is finally, patch 1.14 will also include the return of Jalen Brunson and a few new themes as well. The Brood, Radio from Zack Ryder, Catch Your Breath Finn Balor, Rebel Heart Johnny Gargano, Coming Back for You Johnny Gargano. Now, y'all, I have been waiting for something like this to happen because I've always said the pass could be used for theme songs and different things like that, and it's about time that this has been added and this has been used for this, right? And we've seen little bits here and there, you know, with Kane last time getting 2 theme songs, but this right here is going to change the game for a lot of people because even if you don't want to use it for them specifically, these are theme songs that are not in the game and being used for anybody at the moment. So if you have a created wrestler, you can go on ahead and throw that on them, right? So I think that that is a pretty nice touch to the pass and the patch, which honestly it looks like it's just going to be added through the patch. It doesn't look like it's going to be part of anything because it says patch 1.14, but we'll go on ahead and see if it does come out in the Ringside pass at the time of that dropping. Now let's go on ahead and get into some patch notes, y'all, because that is probably, aside from the Hardys coming in, one of the most important things. Let's get to that. First things first, general stability and performance improvements as always, and we got the Death Drop, the Springboard, the Black Tiger Kill 1 and 2, we got the Shanty Lock 1 and 2, we got the Pendulum Swing. So just a bunch of new moves. And as we see here, Matt Hardy got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He got a new Twist of Fate, okay, and that's about 5 different moves. And then we see that we do got some different match draw energy motions, which I think is actually kind of dope, y'all. We haven't seen this as far as I know. I can't remember any like DLC character. Maybe one got one, but I can't remember seeing match draw energy motions. So that's gonna be dope. The fact that Matt Hardy has his own match draw, right? That's like when you go on ahead and start the match and you got the D-pad options and all that cool stuff. So honestly, that's actually kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? You see that Matt Hardy got about 6 new taunts, 7. Damn, they going crazy with the customization on these wrestlers. But let's go on ahead and move on to Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy has an alt attire that includes no face paint, Swanton Bomb 1, Spinal Destination, Russian Leg Sweep, Twist of Fate 5. Man, all right, I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of stuff here. And Jeff Hardy has, as we saw, his in-game animated attire, which you want to use right trigger and D-pad down, and that will give you the shirt removal animation that we just recently saw earlier in the video. So there are lots of taunts and things like that. The Hardys also got new moves. So we got Plot Twist, Poetry in Motion, Assisting Diving Elbow Drop, and Jelly Roll got 3 new moves. I mean, we all know Jelly Roll wasn't going to get a bunch of stuff, to be completely honest. But let's go on ahead and take a look at what has been fixed, right? Now that we got through all the moves. The island, new shop and bundle items. So I mean, I really don't play the island, so I don't really care too much. But that seems to be a thing that we always get. Now, there is a Hardy's t-shirt that is coming, which I hope that it is part of the Ringside Pass, because I don't want to have to pay for it. But that's also going to be really cool, too, because I thought that the jersey for the Hardys looks freaking awesome. You know, we'll be able to take that even further. But let's go ahead and talk about Universe, y'all. Address a reported concern related to intergender tag teams not appearing properly in matches after setting them to an intergender tag division. Address a reported concern related to a male superstar bring automatic. There must be a typo there. I thought I was going cross-eyed, but basically a reported concern related to a male superstar automatically assigned to a women's tag team championship division after a draft in universe mode. Address reported concerns related to a title being vacated when an Alta Tire superstar cashed in the Money in the Bank post-match on a champion during a PLE match. So I still don't see anything about the super long brawls. I really was hoping that was going to be like a quality of life change in here, but unfortunately that is not the case. That has taken away a little bit from my universe mode experience this year, if I'm being completely honest. And that's just something that I hope that is fixed eventually, right? It to me, it's just set it to finisher only. It doesn't need to be knockout, right? That's one of the biggest complaints I have thus far, you know, with just the brawls, right? When like no brawl lasts as long as these do in universe mode, you know, in real life and all that good stuff. So just my 2 cents with that. Cutscenes. Address a reported concern related to a soft crash that may occur when selecting Charlotte Flair as the first entrant superstar in one-on-one MyGM matches. Address a reported concern related to some cameras being blocked by ladders during entrances. Reported concerns related to glasses appearing on superstars already wearing glasses. I haven't seen that yet, but that sounds kind of funny. I'm glad that was fixed. Address a reported concerns related to camera placement during some matches. So as I'm seeing here, y'all, it looks like there's a lot of stuff that, you know, looks fixed, right? And there is an address reported concern related to generic trons in movies appearing during the Hardy Boys when a superstar is assigned as their manager and gameplay. It's funny they put that in notes because technically nobody would have really known if I'm not tripping, you know what I'm saying? But again, overall, y'all, I'm not expecting this patch to be like crazy. We are already in July. We're going into August. So the fact that they are still fixing this game, I do appreciate it, right? Because a lot of the time, especially with these yearly titles, teams seem to move on fast. And fortunately, that hasn't been the case. It seems that they have still been working on 2K26. After all, y'all, I think that this is going to be the best Ringside Pass thus far. We still have yet to see all the rewards in the pass, right? Because we still don't have the pass nor the DLC available for download, which should happen in about half hour by the time this video probably drops. Gentlemen, I definitely just capped. We see here that we have the season 5, 6, 4, whatever this is at this point. We got the pass, y'all. We got the rewards. We see here we got the Hardys and we got this whole thing. Now, I don't got the DLC yet because that hasn't dropped, but I did get the patch. Now, we see that we got lots of filler still. We do got the nice cards, you know, but the wallpaper, that's my problem, right? It's PNG images being thrown in here. That's really the biggest thing for me. But you see RXP boosters. You do see the merch, which I do appreciate. I really like the merch being a part of this. But aside from that, it's really like, you know, a little bit tough with the filler. But the vintage Team Extreme shirt, super dope. You know, the Lita Persona card, super awesome as well, right? Seems like for every couple of filler tiers, we have like really cool stuff. The Hardys basketball jersey, I freaking love this. I can't wait to unlock this. That's why they put it so high up here on 26, because that is going to be dope. But as you're looking, you see Nakamura. That is a level 26 reward. Super cool. Then we got DX split football jersey as well. I really do like the merch being added. Some more taunts. You see here Jeff Hardy. You can use that in the island. So there are like a lot of things. Now, I'm not going to give you guys my full thoughts on this because that is another video on its own. I always like to do a more in-depth video. But for the most part, we see all of the rewards here. Still, I can understand some people's complaints through just the filler stuff. But overall, I really do like the main rewards of this pass. That's just where I'm at with it thus far. So we're just going to leave it at that. With that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You guys have been enjoying the content. I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.